Okay, okay, let us try to create this simple looking to-do app with the help of Flutter, and we'll use simple list of list as data structures for storing these to-dos. Okay, so I will create a new Flutter project from scratch by using Flutter create command to do. Now this Flutter project has been created. I will cd onto the to-do directory and I will open code here. Now I will open my mobile screen here for looking the output. This will be my mobile screen and I will debug run this app. Basic Flutter to-do app has been fired up. Now what I will do, in the lib folder, I will create one more folder named components and I will create a to-do tile in that. One file to-do tile dot dart. Okay, that will be one stateful widget, stateless widget, TLS. Okay, this is stateless widget and it will be my to-do tile. Okay, for some time we'll return placeholder in that, and in the main app I'll clear this up, and in my home page what I'll do, I'll remove this counter and all that, and I will the okay, in the build method I will return one clean scaffold. In this scaffold I will set the background color as green, dot green, then green accent, sorry, accent, and in the app bar will take one app bar and title will be text uh, to do. Okay, and next will be center title. I will set that to true. You can look this here, and now I'll change the background color to green. App will change background color to colors dot green. Okay, now it looks good. Now next thing what I'll do, I will add one floating action button. Okay, floating action button will take one floating action button, and on pressed I will set an empty function. Then what I will do, I will add a child that will be icon, and icon data will be icons dot add. Okay, and also I'll change the background color of this floating action button to colors dot green to match the theme of the app. Then I will, in the body I will return one list view builder for listing my to-dos, and I will set count to 2, and I will return the to-do whatever we had created in the components folder. And okay, now these placeholders are being rendered on the screen. Now instead of these placeholders, we'll render proper to-do tile. So we'll return a container, and the color of that container will be green, colors dot green. Okay, and the child of that controller will be a row. Okay, and children of those rows will be one checkbox. Okay, and I will set default value to false, and I'll return here an empty function. And next thing will be text widget, and here I will write demo text. Okay, and there is some error. Okay, this empty function takes one value. Okay, okay, now this looks like this. Then I will wrap this container with padding. Then proper spacing will come here. Then I will add border radius to this container. Now I will border radius, sorry, box decoration. And if we have to give box decoration, we have to take the color out and put it in the box decoration. Then what we'll do, we'll add border radius. We take border radius dot all radius dot circular. Okay, now radius of 8. Now it looks like this. Now instead of this demo data, we'll make the functionality of this. Okay, now we'll implement the functionalities of this add button. What we'll do, we'll create an alert dialog. Alert dialog. It will take one title and it will give text as title and add. Okay. Now next will be actions, and I will give one outline button, and I'll give empty function for now, and child will be text. Text will be add. Then I'll show this dialog when this plus button is pressed here. For that I'll use show dialog function. Show dialog. Now it will take one context and one builder, and will context and return alert dialog. Now if we click on this button, we have to add one semicolon here, and if we'll press on this button, it should show like this. And now what we'll do, we'll change background color of this dialog to colors dot green. Okay, now it looks good. Then what we'll do, we'll add in the content of alert dialog, we'll add one input box, text field. Text field, you can see this text field here. Okay, now I'll create one text editing controller here. Text editing text editing controller equals to text editing controller. Now I will pass this text editing controller to the text field here, the controller parameter. Now after that, what I will do, when this add button is pressed, I will say debug print to check whether I am getting the value of this input field, text field. I'll debug print this. I'll debug print this text editing controller dot text. Now to check this whether this is giving text or not, I'll press add. First I will reload this app. Okay. Now we'll do add, write something here and add. Now you can see here this text is coming. So now whatever this text is here, we have to store that in some database. For that we'll use normal list of list. Now what we'll do, we'll create one final list of list, which will take dynamic, equals to, we'll say to do's equals to one empty list. Now instead of this item count here, I will say will add to do dot length. Okay, now you can see as our list is empty, the items has been removed from this screen. Now after that, what we'll do, we'll add these items, whatever we are getting from the text field here, we'll add that. We'll say uh, to do dot add or append. What is to do dot insert, or what is this? uh, to do, okay, to do dot add, and we'll add one list, and first will be false boolean, and next will be the text, and that text will get from text editing controller. Okay, now after adding we have to set state to rebuild the state again after this adding is done. Now we'll check this and we'll add. Now demo text has been created. If we add again, add again, add again. After adding, what we'll do, we'll pop this dialog box. For that we'll use navigator. We'll say navigator gator dot pop. Okay, and it will take context. Now we can see if we'll add anything here, it will pop out. Now instead of demo text, we will show the data whatever we have added. For that, we'll change the stateless widget to stateful widget. Okay. Now and we'll take one list which will be of dynamic type, that will be to do, and we'll keep that required field in this to do, this dot to do. Then after that, instead of this demo text, what we'll do, we'll add first element of this to do. We'll say widget dot to do, and the value of the checkbox, I will say 0th element of the to do. And then in the main dot dart, we'll pass this to do's to the to do tile to do, and I'll say to do's dot to do's index. This index is handled by list view builder. Now if we'll check this, if we'll add after here, now we can see the to do's are getting added properly. Now but if we'll click on these buttons, it will not work because we have not handled this. To handle this, we'll go to this on changed function. We'll say to do's to do 0th element equals to not of not of to-do zeroth element. To-do zeroth element is widget widget dot. Okay, then we have to rebuild the state after changing any UI changes. For that, I'll use set state. Now, if I click on this checkbox, it is working properly. Then we'll add text decoration. If that checkbox is checked, we will add text decoration to this text and we'll set a line through text decoration. That for that I will use style and text decoration. Text style first. Text style, then decoration, text decoration, text decoration dot line through. Now you can see, but we have to set this true only when the checkbox is checked. For that, we'll use shorthand if else. We'll say to do's zeroth element. If that is true, only then you have to set the line through text styling. Otherwise, text decoration dot none. None. Now, if we'll see, now it's working properly. To add here, we can add. So this whole is maintained by data is maintained by this normal data structure, that is list. But if we'll close this app, these all to-dos will be gone. In the next video, we'll see how to save these to-dos in the shared preferences or Flutter's Hive local database. Thank you.